we all know that CPU is processing the data, and according to instructions it is performing task. But to complete any task, first we have to enter data. So for the entering data we use input unit, and to get the output after the processing is done we are using output devices. So basic input devices which we use are keyboard, point and draw devices, then scanning device, that is scanner, or barcode scanner also comes in this category. Nowadays printers are providing us facility to scan a page, but in commercial use barcode scanner we can see this scans that details of products. So we will go to each sections separately, and we'll have some more information about that. Electronic card based devices, cards are used, and speech recognition devices. Nowadays, you might have come across that commercial which is shown in the television about Alexa. Okay, so by recognizing our speech, it performs some task. Then vision-based devices. So the people who are not having normal vision, for those we are using some special devices, as well as there are some devices which scan your retina. Okay, for authentication purpose, like for example if you enroll for Aadhaar card, or if you are going to add something or edit something in Aadhaar card, at that time they scan your retina again. So scanning devices are there for input purpose, that is vision scan, vision based scanning. Now keyboard. So normally a keyboard has more than 100 keys. So approximately on an average there are 108 keys. So on this keyboard we have English alphabet A to Z. Now these A to Z keys are giving us input in capital A as well as small a, like that all other alphabets. Okay, capital and small. So that is called toggle keys, TOGGLE, wherein one single key works in two different ways. Then come digits from 0 to 9. These digits are at two places on your keyboard, which is one which is horizontal row. Okay, uh, above your first row of alphabets, and one is on right hand side. There is number page where you can use digits from 0 to 9. Then comes mathematical operators. So these mathematical operators, this is asterisk sign, this is hyphen or minus sign, then this is plus sign, exponential sign is also there. So all these sign are combined with these digits. Okay, on same number key. For example, this asterisk sign is with key number 8. Okay, so 8, and this for multiplication sign we use same key using shift. When we want to use this, instead of 8 we use shift. Then punctuation marks, okay, like exclamation sign, full stop, comma, colon sign, like that. Then third part is function key, F1 to F12. So using, depending on the application in which we are pressing this key, there are different function of these keys. So for example, the first one F1 is for help, to getting help. Now see here in this Acrobat Reader itself, help, for help, F1 key is there. So when we press F1, then we will get help about this application. Then enter key is there. Okay, it is also called return key. Okay, it is for execution of instruction. Then space bar, to enter space between alphabets or words or sentences or paragraphs, we use space bar. Then backspace is there to delete or to move one cursor on left hand side. Okay, so for example, if my cursor is here after A, and if I want to remove this A or delete this, then I will put my cursor here and use backspace key. Then delete key is there, which deletes one character on the right hand side of cursor. Then shift key is there. So shift key is used to for some with different other keys as a shortcut key, and it is normally used to type a character which is in toggle key. For example, if capital A we want to print, then shift plus A, like that. You all know it better because you have already you are already doing all these things. Caps lock, it is also toggle key. That means if caps lock is on, it prints capital letters, and if it is off, it prints that small letters. Okay, so when we want to continuously type letters in capital, at that time we use this key instead of pressing shift. Otherwise we have to keep it press shift key and then type with other hand. So caps lock is for that purpose when we continuously want to type capital letters. Then tab key to move cursor to the next tab position. Okay, it is not, it is different from space bar. This tab key also provides space, but some specific spacing. Like for example, if the settings are 0.5, then it will leave 0.5 inch space when you use it once. If the settings are 0.75, then it will leave that much space. So tab key is there. Then control key is there. It cannot be used separately, individually, but it is used with combination of other keys to provide additional functionalities. For example, if you want to copy something, so you can press control and C, C key. Okay, control plus C key. So it will copy the selected content. Same way, alter key, when you press this alter key, it will perform some task with combination of other key only. It is also cannot be used separately, individual. Then escape key is there to cancel or abort executing. If you want to stop some process at that time, escape key you are going to use to stop that process. Now this is your keyboard, wherein these are function keys from F1 to F12. There are 12 function keys. Then numeric keypad is there. Okay, this is numlock button. Okay, when this button is on, then only you can use this numeric keypad. And here number keys are there. Then these are alphabets. Okay, using shift key you can use capital alphabets. These are called alphanumeric keys because alphabets are there as well as numbers are there. So alphanumeric key. Now point and draw device. Point means when you are pointing out at something or when you are selecting something. And draw device, that means when it is drawing to that area when you drag after pointing there. So here mouse we are going to discuss about. Okay, so earlier the mouse were having two buttons only, left and right. Then came a mouse with scroll wheel. Okay, wherein you can use that wheel to scroll your page up and down. Now there are two different clicks, left and right. So what is default setting of left and right? We can change it. It is not like a left click is always used to select an item. Okay, if you change those settings from control panel, then this process will be reversed. Like left click will be used as right click and right click will be used as left click. So in what conditions we can do that? Okay, when we are not comfortable with operating mouse with right hand, at that time you can change order of these keys in settings so that you can easily use this mouse with your left hand. Second thing, if there is some emergency, like for example your left click is used mostly, but if this left click is not functioning properly or if it is out of order and you want to do a lot with left click, at that time we can reverse this both clicks and work with a right key, right click as left click. So I'm going to show that from where you are going, you have to change the settings. Okay, now devices. Okay, mouse is there. Okay, select a primary button, that is left by default. If I use take it right, then my mouse buttons will get reverse action, means left button will be used as right and right button will be used as left. Other settings are also there that you can change, like that cursor blinking speed, cursor movement speed also. So you will come to know that now action, when you click twice instantly on this left click, at that time it opens a program or a file. Okay, when you click once only, wherever your mouse is there pointing there will get selected when you click once only. When you double click instantly, okay, with minimum amount of space between two clicks, at that time whatever is double clicked, whatever part, and that file or folder will be opened. Then right click is used as shortcut menu, okay, to give a set of commands that are used frequently. For example, I'm right clicking here. So here select tool, hand tool, marquee tool, previous view, like that. These options are different. Now same way, when I right click on desktop, it gives different other options. So depending on which application you are using, this right click menu is changed. Then drag and drop. We all know is very well that when you move, want to move something from one place to another, or when you copy one thing to another place, at that time drag and drop option is there. Okay, to do that action quickly. Then scroll is there. Okay, using this button you can scroll your page up and down like this. I am scrolling right now. Okay, this is uh, up scroll, this is down scroll. Now comes joystick. This is joystick which is used with gaming applications, okay, to control the actions which are being performed in that game. So this is joystick. Now control buttons are there. Okay, so we can move a thing on left and right, or we can increase or decrease speed if we are playing a car race game like that. Pedals are also there. So this joystick is an input device which gives commands. When user moves this joystick or press some button, at that time some command is given to computer and computer acts accordingly. Now scanning device. Scanner is an input device. This is a scanner only, but nowadays mostly people prefer printer plus scanner together. So this is a scanner device in which scanner allow us to scan anything which is there on paper and convert it into digital form. Okay, for example, if you consider this content as a page printed on a page, and same thing I want to save it into computer, at that time I will put this printed page here on this place, then I will start scanning, and that paper's digital copy will be sent to computer's memory, and uh, this way we can digitalize content which is in hard copy manner. Now this is barcode scanner. Here barcode scanner is used for scanning product related information by shopkeeper. In malls also it is widely used to enter data quickly about product, like manufacturer, expiry date, then manufacturing date, MRP, etc., for billing purpose. So there is a scan code, okay, in white and black strip manner, and that code is scanned by this device, and then it interprets that code and enter detail in billing section, and then bill is generated. Now barcode is, this is barcode scanner, and it scans barcode. Barcode is what? Barcode is made up of parallel strings of different thickness in black. Okay. between two black lines there is space which is white only, so that it interprets the code, that code, and gives that information about that product. There is a standard coding system called universal product code. Okay, using this system, whenever we see two different products, we will hardly able to find out difference between those two codes, but each code is different, and that's why it gives right information about the product which is it is scanning. Now there is one more example of this scanner. Okay, scanner, this OMR sheet is there, wherein you are supposed to give answers of MCQ type questions, and this sheet is being scanned. Okay, so there are four options of question number one. So that scanner will scan this part, the first one, and wherever it will find this white space, it will read it. It will not read it, and when it reads somewhere black, at that time it will input that option, like for first you have opted C, and it will match its internal data whether for one C is correct or not, and then finally it gives you result by reading these black dots. Now there is MICR, that is magnetic ink character reader. So there is one special kind of ink. With this ink, what is printed, this MICR, okay, magnetic ink character recognition system reads that. So mostly mica is used in banking industry. So when you see a check of any bank, at that time in lower part in the center there will be, you will find some number written in different form, different font. Okay, let's see one example of such check. Okay. So you can see this at the bottom of this, there is one code which is different than other font. Okay, so this code is scanned by magnetic ink character reader. Okay, and that magnetic ink that I told you, okay, this there is special ink with which it is written. Okay, so it is written using special magnetic ink, and that ink is prepared using iron oxide.